Right. Happy Wednesday and Thursday morning for Shamim. Yes. Welcome to day 3. I'm so glad you guys are here. I'm I'm going to attempt once again to live stream into our group, and I'm not sure that it's going to work. Let me try to configure this. Live video. Live stream. Live on custom live streaming. Wouldn't that just be something if it worked? Usually it connects much faster than this, so I'm thinking it's not working. I'll take that as a sign from the universe that no, I'm not supposed to be live streaming these lessons. So, and I built out this really pretty portal for everybody to watch the replays in the free group. That's actually a template I'm giving you guys on day 5, so that's going to be super cool. All right, nope, it's not connecting. And that's perfectly okay, because I think people would rather watch the replays where they can pause and they can watch it at their leisure. All right, we're waiting for Dr. Carney here. I've got a few of you on with me. Thank you for showing up and being here. I've been messaging with Minda. She's planning this retreat and she's sending me the most amazing pictures of this place she's going to. Oh my gosh.
It's fantastic, but like I told you, I didn't know how to save them or create a document. And I go back to it, I wouldn't be able to find it again. So
Oh,
there I go.
right.
I
Well,
keep a hard copy of everything I do on the computer.
yeah, good. Well, so long as you take a lot of pictures and videos while you're there so we can all experience it just a little bit with you, it's all I ask. It's my only request.
Well,
Oh, you muted. I missed that last part. You muted.
I said, I said, I'll be sending the invitation to all of you, so you're all welcome to come. It's gonna be a great experience.
Oh my gosh, she's been telling me about this for the past few weeks, and yeah, it sounds amazing. It sounds too good to be true. All right. Dr. Carney is here. It's 101. I'd say let's get into it. Let's start day 3. I have a really light lesson planned for everybody on day 3 here, because the homework assignment is the biggest of all of them the whole entire week. So I'm gonna... Dr. Carney, I have made you a co-host, and I am recording. I'm gonna share the screen here. Now, if you're on Canva and you have a lot of designs, this is what your dashboard looks like. And I kind of showed you guys a little bit yesterday how I keep things organized. I put them in folders and I can star folders. You'll see this is my starred section. So these are the things that I go to most often. And typically when I move something into a folder, it stays there. That has not been my experience this week. The first 2 days, I've tried to find some of my templates for this challenge and they've been missing. I don't know what is going on with technology, but I asked my astrology friends. Mercury is not in retrograde, so I can't blame that on Mercury. I don't know. It's just some weird, goofy situation happening with Canva and Zoom and Facebook, and maybe even me to a little degree. This is one of the designs. You click on these 3 dots right here. And if you want to move it to a folder, it's right here. Move to a folder. And if you already have folders created, you just select whatever folder you'd like, or you can create a new folder. And you just name it and then move it into the folder after that. And then to star it, it's right next to the 3 dots. So when you've moved it into a folder or you've starred it, you'll see the stars right here. you can find your folders right in here where it says projects. So now let's get into day 3. These are the slides I've created for day 3. And we have a few new VIPs. I don't see that they've joined us, but I do want to introduce you to them when they get here. And we even have people who joined the challenge that haven't been on any of the calls. And that's baffling to me. I don't know why people buy things and then don't show up. And I'm sure Dr. Carney has some theories about that. And smartphones. Yes, yes, smartphones. You know what? Speaking of that, I know I'm following a squirrel here, but yes, I've found this has been happening with me, Stephanie. I'll be watching something on Instagram and I have the volume on, I could hear it. I'll close Instagram, but I can still hear it. I'll close all of my apps. I still hear I'll turn the power off on my phone, not turn it off completely, but I'll shut it and I still hear it. That is so weird. I'm glad you brought that up. Okay, so this is the slides. Much like PowerPoint, you have different views. I can have a scroll view, and I have a grid view. And to toggle between all the different views, it's right here in the bottom right corner. And I can name each page. You'll see right up here in the left top corner of each page, I can name that. And that's going to come in handy for what I'm going to show you on day 5. Most designs in Canva you can present even if it's not a presentation design. Presentation designs will have this purple present button up here. If it's not a presentation, you can find it in the share right up here. You'll see present, if it will allow you to present. There are a few designs that will not allow you to present, and that's kind of a bummer. Let's begin. To present, I click present. I just leave it as present full screen, but you have some other options. You have presenter view, and if you're familiar with PowerPoint and you have more than one monitor, that's when you're going to see the two things pop up. One of them is your audience view, and one of them is your view where you've got your notes. And all of you, it's going to show you the preview of whatever slides coming up next. You can present and record, so that'll engage your camera, and it'll show you in a little bit of a circle. And you can have that on your slide as you're going on each slide. And then autoplay. So if you just want your slides to move and advance automatically without you having to hit your space bar or click your mouse, that's an option too, but you have to have it timed right, because if you have it on autoplay and you spend 1 minute on one slide and 30 seconds on one slide, it doesn't really know. And I'm sure there are settings. I have not played with the autoplay because I like to have the manual control of when I move each slide. And the purple, whenever you see a purple button, that's telling you, that's prompting you, that's the next step. So here we are, we're pressing the purple present button. And I showed you guys this, I think it was day 1. When you're in present, you've got these other little options in the corner here. In the bottom right corner, you've got magic shortcuts. You can zoom in and out. You can have an interactive Q&A. So this will pop up a QR code that your audience can scan with their phones, and a chat will come up so that people can answer in the chat that'll show up right on the screen with you. Open presenter view. And I was saying this earlier, where you want to see your notes, you're going to open the presenter view and more. Let's see what more does. We can have a timer. We can share remote control. Okay, this is really cool. If Dr. Carney and I are presenting these slides together, I can share the remote control. It'll generate this QR code. Dr. Carney can scan that with his phone, and when it's his turn to present, he can use his phone as a remote control to manage these slides, to go back, to go forth. I think that's the neatest thing ever. I'm going to go over, these are what I think are the 4 most important slides again for each each lesson deck. We had our title slide. That was the first one. That's kind of setting expectations. What is it we're going to go over today? And I use these as marketing graphics too. You'll find them in a membership portal with each day. This is day 3. Design dreams that come true. These are the hooks that Dr. Carney helped come up with to summarize each day. So this is slide number 1. Oh, I went way too far here. Slide number 1. This is the second important slide. Like I was saying earlier, some of you may not have been here. I was on a challenge with somebody who was outside of Joel's community, and it was obvious to me that, they didn't have the experience of what it's like to see Joel present and how he manages the audience and the crowd and the students and the clients and people that have joined Zoom. Some people don't know to mute their mic. Some people, just jump up on Zoom and they start talking about their day, and they don't respect that there's people in the audience that aren't in this inner circle, and I feel like an outsider. And that's nothing on them. That's their reality. That's the world they live in. That's fine. But just make sure you're communicating with your audience. Hey, if you got a question, this is how I'd like you to address them. I would also like you to keep your mute mic'd in case you have dogs barking, or your children are cooking in the kitchen, or you've got the TV on behind you. And then to ask on topic questions, because that's also something really important I noticed in that challenge that I was in. I'm taking an hour out of my day to learn from these people. I don't want to hear about their trip to the farmer's market. I want to learn about marketing. I want to learn about what it is I paid to be here for. How do I keep doing that?
It's a mystery.
It's one of those technical goofy things I was just talking about. So our agenda, this is the other important slide that I think you all should have if you're going to start doing lessons for a workshop, a retreat, a boot camp, a challenge. Our agenda is the same every day. And because we have some people that are just joining us on the challenge, they haven't been on the calls with us yet. Hopefully they will join us, and hopefully they'll see the agenda. Every day we go with an icebreaker question. We go around the room, we answer that question, we popcorn the next person to answer that question. After that, I'll go into the lesson of the day. I'll review the homework assignment, and I'll show you how to make those changes on the Canva templates. After the homework, we're going to take a moment to refresh. If you're not a VIP, that's the end of the day for you. You can go off and do all the wonderful things that you normally do each day. And for the VIPs, I'm sorry you're stuck with us for a little bit longer. We're going to take a moment to refresh, and then we're going to hop on with Dr. Carney after we've gotten our drink and our snacks. And that can typically run anywhere from 30 minutes to maybe even an hour if we get a good session going and a lot of questions and a lot of engagement. And then we answer some questions. All right, that brings us to our icebreaker question. What is your most used phone app? And I'm not sure if I can answer with just one, because I toggle between Facebook and Instagram the most. So I'll say Facebook is my number 1, and Instagram would probably be my number 2. And I'm going to popcorn Patricia.
Thank you. I think that my most used app is WhatsApp, because that's how I communicate with my family overseas, and Instagram. I'm learning Instagram and I like it. That's it. And I'm going to popcorn Stephanie.
I have to agree. Facebook and Instagram are probably my most used apps on my phone. Possibly with Telegram as in third place. So I am going to popcorn Minda.
I'm with I'm with you there for Facebook. That's about the only thing I really use on my phone. Aside from when I want to calm my nerves, I go Candy Crush.
Yeah.
So on Popcorn Dr. Carney.
Well, that was going to be hard to beat for sure. Goodness. Wow. So I use, like other people, I do this as much, but that's the only way Joel likes to communicate. So I had to go to WhatsApp, and so I use it a lot. I call people on it. It works really well. So that's mine. And I'll popcorn Sally.
My meeting was just canceled so I could join. What's my most used phone app?
I
Well,
think your mic might be somewhere not close to you.
Is it now? Can you hear me?
Just a tiny bit.
Oh, I wonder why. Huh. Well, let me pull it out. Have one.
Oh,
Can
okay,
you
that's
hear me?
better.
Okay, I think I use Facebook the most, if that's an app.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know who was called or not. I just got on.
We still have Shamim and Leonardo and Ulf and Dr. Jim left.
Well, Shamin, there you go. You're up.
Okay, I think one of the most used app I use is my LinkedIn. That's where I communicate with my students. And for me to calm my nerves, I play a game called Call of Duty because sometimes I just want to shoot things. And I feel better after that, just to relieve that stress. And now I'm going to popcorn Dr. Jim.
The most used app that I have is WhatsApp. And again, I'm using that mostly because I have some people all around the country and also in El Salvador that I communicate with daily. And so I use that. And even though the Facebook is what you, I believe, use, April, it's something that I'm still not really there with. I don't understand all the things about it. For instance, Facebook comes through on my telephone on a regular basis with people sending me things. And I just recently added it to my computer. So it's bigger on my computer. And so it's much nicer. I was getting ready to send you a request because I was like, how the heck do I get on here? And I haven't really figured that out yet. And I haven't found where in the world to just go to. And then you were nice enough to text it to me. It came through on my phone. So I joined on my phone. And then I just kept searching and searching. And finally I found something on my computer where I was able to get through onto Facebook, and I go, there's what she just sent me on the phone. So it's much easier to watch this on the computer screen than it is on my telephone. So WhatsApp is my major go-to thing, and the rest of them are just things that I do get information on, and I don't really understand all the ins and outs of it. So I'm going to popcorn Ulf.
The most used app is just like with you, WhatsApp. And the second most used is railway apps, Swiss railways, German railways. So there you go. I don't have a car, so that's maybe explains it.
I think that just leaves us with Leonardo.
Yeah.
Yes. The most used app for me is WhatsApp as well. I've been traveling as a nomad for the last 4 years all around the world. Actually, I went 2 times around the world in the last 4 years. And yeah, that's a communication tool that I go into, several times a day, and that I'm interacting with my friends all over the world. And I love it.
I never would have guessed so many people would have WhatsApp as their #1 app. Well, speaking of WhatsApp, I love that you can connect it to your desktop as well as your phone. I find that when I do that, I can send Dr. Carney images or videos from my computer and right in WhatsApp, or he can send me audio files and I can download them and use those for our YouTube videos and things like that. Wow. Great questions, you guys. And then I don't know if any of you have explored the bonus gifts, the links in the Flipper book yet, but you do have this template. There's 191 questions, and it's a Canva template, so you can change the colors, you can change the fonts, you can change just about everything in it. But the nice thing about changing the colors and fonts in Canva is you have an apply all button. And that's unlike in PowerPoint where you've got 100 slides. Yeah, you can change the background colors and do the apply all, but with the text, I have not found an option to change all of the text on all of the slides in PowerPoint. That's something I still have to do manually. Hey, let's move on over to, I did it again. I'm ruining the surprises for you guys. All right, let's celebrate some of our achievements of the day. I woke up and had such a colorful morning looking at everybody's accomplishments. Wow, Shamam, I'm in love with these colors. This is just bringing me back. It's got this retro kind of like 80s or 90s vibe to it, and I'm really, really digging that. And then that shade of, it's almost, I would say, it's a purple kind of shade for Leonardo. That's beautiful. And it just pops so well with the white background that you picked. And I'm loving this picture. I'm seeing some familiar faces in here. So I'm thinking this must have been a masterclass with Rashawn right there.
Correct. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't recognize anybody else in the picture besides you, though. I know Dr. Carney's around here. He's probably even taking the picture of that. It might have been you as taking the picture for that. And then Sally figured out gradients. Look at that. It's just, it's giving me mermaid vibes. I love that green and the blue. Beautiful. And it did it again. What am I doing, you guys? Okay, so we've got Ulf. Ulf, I think you were editing your posts when I was capturing the images because one of them disappeared when I was trying to capture it. But I saw you had some variations, and I'm liking this lighter one because I see the X. It's really popping out more than it does on this one. And I love you had 2 different examples, but I couldn't get the other one. I love that you positioned your body, and same with Leonardo. You both positioned your body the way that I was recommending so that you're in the conversation. It's same with Shamim. And Sally's head on, so she is perfectly fine wherever she decides to put her image. But yeah, and then, yeah, same with Michael. Yeah, he's engaged with us. He's faced, and the dog. I don't remember your dog's name, but even the dog is on point here. And then behind you guys, let me move you over here. Last minute submission from Patricia. And she found some templates in Canva that were comparable. So she was able to do the homework assignment as well. And she's facing the right way on her graphics too. So excellent, excellent job, everybody. Giving you some confetti. And if you're wondering how that happens, You'll see that as an option right here. It's called Magic Shortcuts. And this tells you all the different things you can do in a Canva presentation, and you can't do any of these in PowerPoint at all. So if I want to blur the screen, I hit the B. And if I want quiet, Q. B, let's see, O is for bubbles. You just saw the confetti, and that's C. And we've got a drum roll. Curtain call. And that is the U. To open the curtains, you got to do U again. And the last one is a mic drop. There's also timers in here. So before we get into this, I'll show you the timer. If you've got somebody giving a pitch and you want to time them, you would just enter the time. I put the number, on my keyboard, I hit the number 1, you hit play, and then you can give somebody 1 minute to give their pitch. You can reset it by clicking on this little back arrow here. If you want to change the number, you just type whatever number you want to change it to. Or you can even use these plus buttons or minus buttons. All right. Did I do it again? Oh, okay. Right. Today I was saying today is going to be the most work out of all of the days. We're going to be going over your 5-day lessons for your workshop, for your retreat, for your challenge, whatever it is you're hosting. You've got 5 lessons you're going to be creating, and I've given you a breakdown. It's very generic, so you just have to. The way I started this challenge was with 5 words. Day 1, colors. Day 2, graphics. Day 3, lesson. Day 4, testimonials. Day 5, certification. And that's the outline I gave myself, and then I expanded it. So here we're going to introduce the topic. We're going to cover the basic concepts. There's an introduction. It breaks it down by time. 5 minutes for this, gives you activities. All you have to do is come up with your topics, 5 topics for 5 days. I have this in a Canva doc, and the neat thing about Canva, if you have Canva Pro, they have these options where you can transform it. You can take that doc, you can convert it into a presentation. They've added some new features since I made this slide, where you can transform it into an outline, you can transform it into a blog. I think I even saw the option to make it into a song. There's a lot of, and I think Xiaomi might enjoy that one if you have Canva Pro. And I was thinking about this last night. If you don't have Canva Pro, I know somebody who did the 30-day trial for Canva. You can have it for free for 30 days just to try out. And she created her whole entire year of content within those 30 days, and then she canceled her Pro membership. So it's possible if you're really dedicated and you buckle down and you get it done within the 30 days if you want to give it a try without really investing that $100 some odd for Canva.
How
And
do
if
you
you
get to
don't,
that?
oh, yeah, after I get out of the slides, I'll show you how to get to
Oh,
that
okay.
because I have links for that for everybody. Now, if you don't have a lesson plan, if you don't have any idea about what you want to teach, Canva has a lot of teaching resources. They have already made lessons, courses, slide decks, homework assignments that you can download and have your students fill out. And they also have templates that you can use. Those are completely separate. So there's templates in each design, and there's different templates in each design. If you open up a social media template, you'll have, or if you open up a social media design, you'll have access to social media templates. If you open up a presentation design, you'll have access to presentation templates. But these are lessons. And all you have to do is go to a different link on Canva to access thousands of lessons that are already pre-made and just present, just invite people and just teach them what's on the slides. This is something that came up in July when I was beginning to promote the course. I've been seeing a lot of people complain about this on Facebook. They're posting innocent things. They're posting random things about their life, and Facebook is removing their posts because they say it looks like you're trying to get likes, follows, and shares in a misleading way. One of my friends just commented on a post asking if somebody was good, and she got that comment taken down. This one in the middle here, it says, it looks like I'm sharing something that infringes on someone else's trademark rights. And I think what it was flagging was I was calling Dr. Carney a master copywriter. And I don't know what that little gibberish is in the middle there, but I just want you to be careful when you're starting to promote your course, your retreat, whatever it is you're doing. Be careful how you word it when you're promoting it on Facebook, because they took down 41 of my posts in July. And this brings us to our homework. The thing about Canva Docs is I can't share a template link of a doc. So I did put this in a Google Drive for you guys. And I also give you access to view this doc. And what you could do is you just copy it and paste it. If you want to put it in Canva, you can. And that's where, if you have Canva Pro, or if you're going to try Canva Pro, that's where you're going to see these magic options to transform it. And then also Dr. Carney has created this Google Doc script. And what the purpose is of this is to help you create an about section or a bio or some kind of description that you would use on your YouTube page, on your Facebook group, on your landing page. So you've got a few different options. If you'll see here, you can use this. I've just given you some ideas of where you can use this. And you'll have the link to that. It's in your Flipper book. And that is it for the slides. So let me show you exactly. Did I link this? I didn't link this. This is the doc. So you'll see I don't have a present button. Docs is one of the things that you don't have the option to present it. There's no present down here. There's no option to make a template link. I can't template this, but I can make it a public view. So that's what you guys have, is the public view of all of this. And you might be able to copy it all and paste it onto your own doc. And this is the banner that we made yesterday. If you go up here to Magic Switch with Canva Pro, this is where you're going to see all of these AI options. Like say for Ulf, if he wanted to translate this into German, he could do that. Or any other language. If it was already in German and he wanted to translate it to English, he could do that here. And transform or convert to presentation. Say you have this all filled out and you just need a slide deck to present with. You can do that here. It'll give you options to choose from what it looks like. You have your branding kit uploaded, then it'll pick your branding colors, or it'll give you other styles to choose from. And you would just create my presentation. It's the purple button, so that's telling you what's next. Or you can go to transform, and this is something new. You can transform it into a summary, a blog post, an outline. These 3 dots tell you there's even more. Executive summary, creative blog post, presentation outline, content marketing ideas, a LinkedIn post, marketing video script, detailed project plan, professional email memo. I don't know what this one is, all text, a poem, or song lyrics. So once you get this, the hardest part of this week, once you get this done, it's going to be the easiest part. Because when we did the math with Joel the other day, 240 hours I spent just preparing this, just creating all of this. Oh my gosh, this would have saved me, I don't know, maybe 40 of those hours. Holy cow, you guys. Now let's go into our Google Drive. This is right here, the blue square that you're seeing. This is Dr. Carney's script for the homework today. And then this is the email. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Don't look at this one. Dr. Carney's script right here. You see him laughing. This is the only thing you need in the Google Drive today. It's Dr. Carney's Google script. And this is just going to help you with your bios, with your descriptions, and that's going to come in handy for day 5 and the rest of all your days.
Where do we find that?
It will be, if you go into your membership portal here, and I just, Leonardo had emailed me earlier because I realized, oh, he joined late. A few people joined late. So I put the lessons on a drip. And because he joined late, the drip was behind. I had to unlock all of the lessons for everybody so he could access all of the replays. So we're signing into the membership portal, and you have that link in your flipbook right here, membership portal. And this is the one we're going to go into. It's September of 2024. Access now. Oh, today is day 3, and you'll see these every day. All of my title slides have one of these images. So tomorrow you're going to see this one. Today we saw this one. We're going to go to Access Now. This is where the replay of this recording is going to go. This is where our replay of the VIP session coming up will go. These are the important links. You've got them in the flipbook. I just put them there to be redundant. And here is our homework. All of the links, the lesson agenda is right here. The Google Doc script is right here. Our Facebook group is where you will post your homework assignments. And then the membership portal, which you're already in. So you don't need that one again right here, but that's it. This is also, it just breaks down each page for each day. I think you can even download it right here. It's a PDF, so you can download it right there. But if you click on the script, oh no, that one is Dr. Carney's. If you click on the lesson agenda, it's right here. This is going to take you to the Canva doc, the live view of the Canva doc, and that's where you can copy all of it and then paste it either into a Google Doc or a Canva doc or wherever, a Word document, wherever it is you want to paste it to work on it. All right, was there any questions about any of that? Yes.
I have a question. So
Mhm.
homework is grabbing this layout of the 5 days and creating our layout of the 5 days for tomorrow. Okay, got it.
Yeah, if you could at least just come up with 5 words to describe what you would go over each day. That's the very minimum I would ask. And if you want to be adventurous and go beyond that and plan out each lesson, you can do that. But I'd say the starting point is at least 5 words for your 5 lessons. Yeah.
Okay,
And then
thank you.
speaking of the bonus gift here, this is a template. I created a simple version of this template for you guys, and you're going to get that on day 5. And this is how I stay organized. I created everything, all the download links, the flipper book, the bonus gift, everything I need, all the homework assignment, everything is in this this design, this, let me get back in here. Canva did this thing where you have to double click to get into it to start editing, and that's been a complaint for a lot of people with the new features that they launched. But I'll tell you the purpose behind each thing I made. This is the cover that I give to everybody participating in the boot camp. This is an alternative cover that I use if I'm in a network marketing group, if I'm in a women's business group, if I'm in a Canva group. I share this this cover for the free version. I would say, oh, hi, I'm April. I'm having a challenge. This is a free gift. And that's the cover I use for that. This is the VIP links. These are alternatives. This is the page that I use for the free gift. This is the one that the VIP members get. And then I have descriptions of each day, what you would learn on the challenge, testimonials. Then we get into the gifts. So these are the gifts only for the VIP people. You've got some Canva templates in here. This is the 191 random questions. I've got 365 daily greeting posts. So if you have a VA or if you handle your social media yourself, you can download these and schedule them to post every single day. 365 mindful reminders, 52 fortune cookie posts, and these are all Canva templates. So you can customize all of them and use them all. And then there's some extra tutorials here for you. The free gifts, those aren't as much as the VIPs, but they also get a replay portal where it's just the lessons, and that's right here. You guys also get the template for this, and you can duplicate this for free and for paid so that you have somewhere for the downloads for your VIP members. Get back on this. The rest is just resources. These are my favorite resources. This is all about Canva, things that Canva publishes. It's a blog, Canva social handles, Canva legal, Canva communities. They used to have a weekly design challenge where they say, hey, this week we're going to be creating a magazine cover, or this week we're creating an invitation. And if you win, they'll give you a free membership for Canva Pro for a whole year. I won once. Mock-ups, other links and resources. But when I go to share this, I go to download. I'm going to make it a PDF. That's where I can pick and choose what pages I want to download. So I would uncheck this. It's for the group, so I would say page 1. I can do page 2. See, I've named everything, so I know what pages to check and uncheck. I would just check all the free pages, or if I just want to download homework pages are down here. So this is day 1. I've got a disclaimer for day 1. You'll see this. These are all free day 1. And I'll tell you guys, this has made it so much easier for me to manage communicating with you guys and sharing links with you. And that was a big hang up for me because I really didn't know how I was going to do that before. I have everything on my list for the lesson today. Let me stop share, see if there's anything I need to answer from any of you guys before we get on with Dr. Carney. Oh, yes, Patricia.
I saw that form that you have where you put the videos of YouTube for the replay. Is that a Canva form or what is that?
That's something that I created myself. So that's one of my templates that I don't know if anybody else would have created a template like that in Canva. And if they did, I don't know what they would have called it.
Okay.
I just created, I think it was an 8.5 by 11 design, just a flyer. And then I typed out the word and then I hyperlinked the word to whatever it is I was directing them to. If it was a PDF, I would upload those to my Google Drive, and then I would link that to the Google Drive.
Okay. Wow. Thank you.
Yeah, you're very welcome. All right, anything else before we take our little refresher? Oh, Dr. Carney, you're muted.
I want to know how many people feel comfortable with Canva right now. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, good. Okay, good. Because April needs feedback too. And if you don't feel comfortable, then she'll work on that for the next we're gonna have, you know. But if you don't ask questions, you're not gonna feel comfortable with it. If you don't feel comfortable with it, you got to ask questions, even though they might seem hard to you and simple to everybody else. That doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Because
Yes.
we want you to know how to use Canva. We really do. I mean,
Mhm.
I don't know how to use it, but I can go in there and I can start pushing buttons and I'll figure it out. It's not going to be that complicated. But you got to go in there and be somewhat creative. You know. April?
Oh, yes, I see Patricia.
Now that you say that, Dr. Carney, when I was doing my homework, I was like against the time because we're in the middle of a storm, right? So I'm doing all these things, but I did my homework. The problem that I couldn't do was to put the background on the dark email signature or business card. So my two backgrounds, two pieces of the homework are on white on white. So that's where I was finagling, trying to, but the clock was ticking, so I had to bring something to the table. So, but that was a little bit iffy right there for me.
Right. Yeah. And what I love is that you can still go in on your own time whenever you have the time to fix it up, to make it different. But done is better than perfect. And I applaud you and I appreciate you so much for actually, wow, I can't believe you made that a priority while you're going through this storm. That blows my mind. So that I thank you, I appreciate you, and I applaud you. And if you need to know how to change the background color, let's go into a design here.
Well, it's nice that you have April right here, right now. And if she can show you, that'll be great. Because everybody, maybe they'll see a shortcut.
Yeah. So you see I've clicked on the design here. When I click here, you'll see this bar pop up with this brown circle. I can click on that, and then on the side panel, you'll have this option to change the color. I've got a branding kit uploaded, so I can choose from one of my branding colors, or it suggests colors or even gradients. If you have a hex code, the hex code is pretty much just the name of the color that you communicate with Canva, with the computer, with the designer, whoever you're working with. You can enter that in this box right here, or you can just drag these toggles around and find a color that you like. You can scroll through all the colors along the bottom, and you can change the different brightness, the hues, the shades right there.
And you got that eyedropper too.
You do have the eyedropper. Yeah, and once you find a color you like, you want to copy this and save this hex code so you can use it on other projects too. The eyedropper, you would click on that and it would just, you hover over it, it's looking at the colors. You're going to pick a color, say I like the color of my shirt here, and it would change it to the color of that shirt. And that's how you do that. Okay, great questions, everybody. I hope that helps. I hope nobody else was stuck with that because I hadn't shown that before. I apologize. Thank you for asking that question, Patricia. Great, let's wrap it up. Let's get our refreshments and shake out our limbs and joints and hop on in about 5 minutes with Dr. Carney for our VIP.
155.
155. All right.
155.
I'll see you guys at 155.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.